Home sweet home. I love my house. I love my base. I love this place. This is not a Dr. Seuss. I'm not doing a Dr. Seuss rhyme, even though I did one perfectly. I think I could put a bow on it. I think I could take this place and say it's done. There's no more to do. We've done a lot of beautiful work here, and that's it. You know, we've got our backside finished, kind of this side, that side, all sides kind of finished, but we ain't even close. I'm gonna do a lot more. More tree. I'm getting more new tree head ideas, more landscape stuff. I think maybe 3/4 of the way done, but a lot more to do here. And I'm very excited to do that on a different day. I will walk through the forest to get a last taste of the sweet nature and forest air. I can smell it. A little bit of pine. Smells like a cow just went to the bathroom around here. But we are going to now head into the city. Yes. Oh, also, say goodbye to the frames. We will no longer have good frame rate. Maybe the frame rate will be fine. We'll see. Cortex and some of our modder friends helped me a little bit diagnose some frame rate issues because I've not been able to build in this area because it's been a little bit laggy, but I'm telling you what right now, this feels pretty smooth. This feels real smooth. We're back in the cyberpunk city, and Impulse has been doing some building as well. Now, if you don't know, and if you didn't know from the start of the season, Impulse and I are working on this area together. He's planning on gamifying this area. But theme-wise, he wants kind of a city here. And he's working on the... there's a bit of a story involved, but he's working on the cyberpunk side of the city, and then I'm working on the more rundown and dilapidated side of the city. And progress has been slow on my part. You know, we built this, and we built, you know, this section here, and we built this cool little 7-Eleven thing, but it's time to really get moving. You know, I just built a whole Nether hub, and I feel invincible. My thumbs are fine, and I'm invincible. So I'm ready to start taking on some big chunks of this. Let's look from high in sky how much we have to do. We're going to go probably to about here-ish. It's kind of divided diagonally, where his stuff will be on that end of that triangle of the square. So we'll probably go to about here. Today we're going to fill in this section right here. Okay? This section that I'm pointing at. Hello. But then we have over here, we've got a little bit there, and we've got this whole corner. And maybe a little bit there. I'm not sure. Quite a bit more to go, but this is the area we're going to work on today. It's tough. You know, the only time I've really explored or seen a city is from ground level. So as you can see, I kind of know how to make something feel a certain way. Like within a city, I've walked through a city, I know what it feels like, and I've focused on that here. I have a very difficult time understanding how buildings are all connected and laid out. Like, are all the buildings like side by side like this? Or if they are side by side, are they connected at the top? How many alleys are there? Like, you can do a sky view, a bird's eye view of a place, but it's really hard to tell, like, how all these shapes kind of get mashed together. So, I'm trying, and I think I've got some pretty decent layout with one coming in here. And I'm kind of just taking a mix of like, okay, I feel like there could be an alley here and then a back street here. Have some buildings running this way here. And then maybe an alley or two. I'm not sure. But that's kind of how I'm doing things. Before we get started on the city, though, let's go look at something. Let's look at something in the Nether. Yes, last episode we put the finishing touches here on the Nether hub. And thank you guys so much for the kind words. You know, I live in a family where everybody thinks I'm some sort of Homer Simpson stupid idiot. And nobody pays me any respect or compliments. And they think I'm just a dumb idiot. And you guys are kind and nice to me. And my love language is words of affirmation. So thank you. My family is so abusive. Ari, what do you think of this Nether hub? Do you think it looks good? Yeah, it looks fine. Hey, Dad, look at these dogs up for sale. Okay. That's my life. But it's fine. The Nether hub's coming right along. I did promise that I'm going to work on these frames, these hanging frames that make no sense, but they are pretty. I'm going to work on these separately. And I ain't no liar. I'm going to do one right now. You thought he wouldn't, but he will. One last thing. Get up there. Get up there, you! I can't. Okay, now I can. I need to go to another green fly class. And... perfect! Here I are. There. Perfect. I forgot to wax this. There's little subtle... just watch. Stand back, okay? It's supposed to be this color. Alright? Stand back. Because it blends in slightly with the background, we're looking for a little bit of slight shadow right there. So we're gonna wheep, and then we're gonna wax. So stay that color, and you stay that color, please. Thank you. And that works just a little bit better. I love doing these. I know this seems tedious, and maybe I complain about it, but and they're not perfect. The shapes aren't like perfect, but for the block game that we play, I think it's nice. I really like it. I want to show you... yeah, let me show you the process that I kind of go through, or at least how I start. I'm in a creative world now. This is my creative test world. This is what I was originally planning on doing. So there's the first one we did, and here it is just flipped, right? And it would just go flipped and then flipped. But I'm wanting to do them all different. So we just did this one here. I'm working out this one, and this is how it starts, okay? It looks disgusting, but I'm just kind of sketching out some basic shapes. So a little bit of circle, right? A little bit of circle, and then how will they connect and what parts get cut off? And then I start looking and I see, okay, this feels jagged right here. So I'll set my camera to right there, and then I fly in, and then I'll do a little bit of this. Just trim it down a little bit, and then put this, and then go to my fly head camera and say, yep, now that's a little smoother, but then this looks a little bulky right there. So let's thin this out. So we go a thinner here, a thinner here. How's that look? Is that all right? Yeah, that's a little smoother. And it's just back and forth. Back and forth, using primarily just these blocks. Because the sky is red, I've got some red panes. If I'm looking for a little shadow or something. So this is the start. You know, I'm just starting with the next one, but I'll just sit down and spend a couple hours fleshing out those shapes and putting some wing dongs off the side and some curly cues. It's fun. You guys should try this. It's not that hard. But now we have another one brought into the world, and it's here. And it looks great. I'm really happy with it. So we'll get that one done and then that one last. I thought there could be some things to really differentiate them and say like, oh, this is west and this is east, but you know, we'll just pretend it's a totally different language or something like that. Yes, I know spore blossoms only fall down. A million comments about that last... where am I going? No, I'm not going to my base. I'm going to Impulse. Go to Impulse base. Smallish beans and Impulse. Perfect. I use Nether Hub. Okay, back in the city. Wonderful. All right, I just wanted to prove to myself and prove to you guys I'm going to do it. It felt unfinished last time, and I'm going to really finish it. I promise. But anyway, here we are. We're back in the city, and we're going to really put some good work in here. I'm very excited about this. Setting expectations, okay? We don't know. I don't think there's no layout of like, these are going to be high traffic areas. I know that you'll enter the area here. So I spent a lot of effort on making it feel really good. The street feel is super decorated and stuff like that. But I don't know how much people will be going down here. I think this will be something that is decided later on. So I'm not including a bunch of detail back here. Most of the detail will be the thing that I've noticed in watching other hermits' videos and streams and stuff. This is the view up here. The view, the perspective that everybody's seeing from is up high in sky. So the roof is very important. So I spend a lot of time on the roofs. Well, the most amount of time on the roofs instead of the ground level. But I'm going to get started building this thing. Notice how I love building? Oh, I love building. We're going to get to that after a quick commercial break. Did you know that wearing glasses is a sign of smartness? So I will be wearing my glasses today to show you about my smartness, because this is important. If you're paying for a streaming service like Netflix, you may only be getting a portion of the content that they have available. Shows like Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Big Bang Theory, The Office, and Friends, they're not available in the US. But when I use ExpressVPN to change my location to one of the 94 available countries, the UK in this case, all of a sudden I'm able to watch 10 seasons of Friends. On top of that, they have blazing fast speeds, so I don't have to worry about any interruptions or buffering while I'm streaming. And it also keeps me protected while giving me full access to all the shows available on the streaming services I'm paying for. So to find out how you can get 3 months of ExpressVPN free, go to expressvpn.com/bdubs or check out the link down in the description box. It looks like my eyes are white. Check it out. I got white eye. Hello, hi. One of the more try again. One of the more annoying things in this game, which is a wonderful, beautiful, lovely game, is getting the exact painting you want. There's a purplish sunset painting that I want for right there, because this is like a pink neon sign. I know it's a 2x1, so I'll put here. Nope, that's not it. I'll put, oh, I got it. I got it second try. That wasn't annoying at all. Okay. Either way, that could take forever to get sometimes. Until now. Suzuma. Wonderful, sweet Suzuma came up, got this data pack for us. I don't think he invented it, but he came up with it. Ooh, little spoilers of what I tell you about in a second. I'll place this right here, and boom, there it is. That's very convenient. It doesn't make sense, you know, you wouldn't put a painting in a grindstone in real life. So, you know, Mojang maybe come up with a new idea, but there's got to be some way. Because putting painting's hard. Here we have it. Oh, we did it. This doesn't look so great. But, like I said before, this view down here, I'll work on this. If need be. If this becomes a high traffic alley, sure, I'll clean it up. But I don't know for sure. What we did clean up, ooh, I'll take, hi guys, hi, come back, ooh, hee. The overview, this is what I cleaned up, and I think it looks nice. Isn't this nice overview? Now we fly from city, right? I watch Tango's streams, I see Tango streaming, and he's going to the shopping district, and he flies over, aha! Now it looks like something's really happening. This looks busy city. I like that. Whereas before we had this, you know, this up here. Dress up the tops of these buildings. I'm learning as I'm going. And just lots of random stuff. You know, I just got on Pinterest and start looking. Pinterest, be careful for Pinterest, by the way. It's a make you buy something app. You always just end up buying things. And anyway, I was looking at rooftops on Pinterest, skyscraper rooftops, and just grab things that I see like this, look like this, you know? And just make something that just semi-resembles that in Minecraft. And from a distance, it'll be good enough. Some water towers. Some antenna towers. Air conditioning units are big, you know? And even just some scaffolding? Why not? Just a little bit of scaffolding around. Never hurt anybody. Big ductwork wrapping all the way around the building. Some big air conditioner units way up top on high with cords connecting. That's kind of the thinking that I was going through here. Here's a simple one. These people are hot inside. And then the little building on top with some small, super small windows and stuff. I think it's cool. It's very simple. A little bit of repetition. This is like a satellite. That's the only one like that in this area. But I think we've got a cool view now. We got the cool city in the background. We got this nice rough rooftop area. I like it. You hear my throat? Once again, I'm getting sick thanks to my sickly children. All the time. Don't respect me, or all they do is cough on me and make me sick. Have you seen this in the background? This? Oh man, this is crazy, man. With Joel singing look at this view. This is crazy all of a sudden. I'm excited to keep working on this. Anyway, this in the background, this beautiful modern art museum. This is where Suzuma and Corrales made this, and they're organizing fan art sections for all the hermits. And the other day, Suzuma showed me mine.
So the dealio is that we're bringing fan art onto the server this season.
Right.
And there's been a bunch of competitions. Yours has concluded. There's now some like fan art of yours inside of the world.
Yes, thank you for hosting that.
No problem. And like, check out what Joel's done over here.
Oh my goodness. Dude, I mean, when I walked through this, I walked through it empty before. And it was, it still felt like an art gallery, even when it was empty. But actually seeing the life in here now, oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's brought it to life.
Wow.
I can't wait to see what you do, man. You're a master builder, like.
Well, you
do some great stuff.
Yeah, but you go through an art gallery, and it's usually pretty stark in order to not detract from the art itself. So I might keep it real plain. Real simple.
Yeah, it's minimal. That makes total sense.
Yeah.
But, there's a lot you can do with a little sometimes, so...
It's true,
It's interesting to see how each hermit handles it. So, like, down here in the basement, I'm currently doing some renovations.
Okay.
I probably shouldn't call it the basement. You're not stuck
in the cellar,
basement, my dude. Skiz and Impulse just finished theirs up, and I gave them this corner piece because... can you see how these two pieces by the same artist like complement each other? Right here.
Wow. Oh,
so cool.
Dude, did Impulse do this? This
hit it.
this is like a 3D effect. This is insane.
I was gonna say he didn't do the painting.
No, but the walls.
It's just ice. He found a large patch of ice, cleared up a few spots, turned it into a map, and it's got this. I love it. It's got this framing effect that's so cool.
I've never seen anything like that in Minecraft. That's crazy.
But this is your little spot right here.
Cool.
To work with.
That's perfect. Oh, wow. Oh man.
Can you see the texture of like the fabric on that?
I didn't see that in the digital. In the digital version, I couldn't tell. This looks real. This looks like actual painting canvas texture.
It's like when you step back over here, it kind of looked like a normal one, and then you get a bit closer or you use the zoom, and then you just see that canvas pop through.
That's so cool.
Oh.
Wow, that's fantastic. It just looks just like me. I messed up.
What were you seeing? You were seeing the skull, right?
Oh, yeah, I was seeing the skull. Should I not have?
No, that's fine, that's fine. I think something went wrong with these paintings in here.
Now it's a karate man. Here, let me do this. Hold on. Oh, that's so cool.
That is awesome.
Dude, you know what? I don't know if it looks like this for you, but you know how paintings aren't the lighting on paintings isn't very smooth?
Yes, no, you get the squares, right?
It kind of looks like an unfolded piece of paper Like a big
Yeah.
piece of paper that got
You
unfolded.
see those lines in it, like the grid from folding it up.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, that's cool.
So cool.
My love for horses has made an appearance.
It's a little dark over here. We need a bit more lighting.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Oh,
Oh, the Among Us character on there. Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh, dude, there's always little details. There's always stuff to discover.
I know. I'm going to have to look at these. Just come down here and stare at them for a while.
You can see how like your forest and your creating of the environment is kind of like inspiring that in the art.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Really get that
so
like
cool.
connection. Because this isn't blocky, right? This isn't
No.
Minecraft.
It's so funny to see this because, you know, they're taking a non-blocky interpretation of what I made, and it's kind of exactly what I saw in my head. You know?
Wow.
Like, because, you know, you put stuff in and it's like, oh, that kind of looks like this or that kind of looks like that. And they interpret exactly what you see in your mind. That's so cool.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Well, dude, this looks amazing. Thank you for putting this all together. This is so cool. This is going to be a spot
I'm
like
so happy to do it.
For world tours and stuff. This is going to be a spot people are going to spend hours in.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. I intended for there to be a clip right there. There might not be a clip right there. I think I was recording, but I think I might not have been. I was in my Nether hub haze. I was in a huge Nether hub haze. But I'm really in awe of this. You guys, wow. This is some unbelievable stuff. I really, really like this. Oh, me and my horsin'. It's so sweet. And then there's the city we've been working on and the fishing area. I'm so proud. You know, this is the sort of stuff that's like, man, somebody really, really is seeing things in a way. You know how people stand in front of artwork and they'll say like, oh, yes, I see his pain throughout this and the struggles he was going through and not being able to see the faces or the face looking up is a sign of hope. I'm not very eloquent. I say, oh, I like look how and good looking. This good look job, and I'm proud. But that's such a cool thing. I'm gonna spice that area up a little bit. Ooh, there's some new ones. That means I gotta update my resource pack. I'm gonna spruce that area up at some point. I think that's really cool. Thank you guys so much. I know some of you submitted entries into that, and I'm sorry. I didn't quite understand. There were a lot of things connected to that with copyright and all that stuff. It was a little over my head, and Suzume had a good grasp on it, so he kind of announced it on the Reddit and some stuff. But anyway, really cool that we have that on the server. Really good look good. Here's the backside. This is another view that I think people may see from time to time, is this side. And I'm just taking shortcuts, you know. I'm learning from video game design and stuff like that. The detail is in the high traffic areas. And, you know, hello? Zombie somewhere? You're never going to see that that's all stone down there and nobody cares about it, will you? Maybe. I don't think so. But look at all this detail and then, but we're not going to talk about that and you're not going to tell anybody about it. But when you're just flying by from this side, look at that. Look at that fine view. Nice fine buildings along the side, finished all the way down to the bottom of the ground. I went a little extra hard on the detail up here on this crown. I think it looks nice. Get some glazed terracotta in when you can. Aha! More scaffolding for me. Slowly but surely we're getting there, and I'm going to get started on the next spot. But we'll save that for the next episode. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. I love you to death, and we'll see you in the next episode.